And we've talked about their ability to hang in and win come late game situations, value the timeouts, and have guys make plays. Little ball screen, Fran.
Yeah, and this guy, you know what? He'll make some mistakes, but boy, can he really attack the rim, Kraft. If he just slows down a little bit. I always say with a point guard like this guy, don't hit triples and homers. Just hit singles and doubles.
Let me ask you this. Over the years, have you had guys grow as point guards, seeing the floor a little bit? You know what I mean? As the years go on?
Not often.
It takes a while.
It takes a while. You know what? Some guys you don't ever have to coach that.
Right.
Other guys, you got to put them in situations every day in practice. And when he gets to a point, Ron, where he's turning the ball over, he's got to ratchet it down a little bit and just hit singles. Make the simple play.
And there's no bench to help him in the sense that another guy to come in and say, hey, look, sit here for a minute, watch.
That's a great point. There's no backup.
Yeah.
Don't forget, coming up immediately following this ball game, the State Farm College Slam Dunk and three-point championship.
Pretty play.
Nice dish and the easy basket by Chris Johnson.
Is that putting it together? Huh? What preparation?
London Warren, again, they say he's the heartbeat of this ball club. Doesn't score very much at all.
That's also a Brian Gregory play. What a setup and organization.
Absolutely. We talk about the great preparation here. This is textbook press offense. Watch this ball get to the middle. And then here comes 1-1. And he's got a chance to go either way with it. Slows down at the end. Finds the right receiver. Well done. A little look away.
Unbelievable. Thompson was trying to give it away. Look at this. He's trying to get the ball.
He's out of the box. See him. He's out of the box.
He's not out of his mind. He's out of the box. Billy Schmidt alongside of him there. He's
Billy Schmidt. He's giving some last-minute instructions.
John Moravitz come over and said hello to us. Cornell Mann. They got to be delighted.
This is a really big thing for this Dayton program now. There's no question about it. We have talked tonight about what kind of history they have in the NIT, which is considerable. But to have won the first, as Fran pointed out, and now an opportunity to win what could be the last is really a piece of history that is a nice thing to have in your trophy case.
Absolutely. And of course, it means so much in the sense of accomplishment for a young group. As well as the seniors.
Yep. And this Dayton team, you think about them, they did not have a double-digit loss all year. They were in every ball game.
And they stay right at home on Graves. That's great defense, even if he made that.
Graves misses, taken down by Chris Wright, and he is fouled. Oh, jump ball, I beg your pardon. And the possession error says it'll go with Carolina.
I'll tell you what, Bill, a shot goes up. I'm going to put my money on Chris Wright. Take a look at this effort.
What did you think of him bringing the ball to his belly, though? Like right here.
Well, maybe he knows there's a jump ball. And maybe he's a smart enough player to know that the possession arrow is, you want to give him that much credit?
Good for you. You might,
listen. You try to get...
He must be a good friend of his dad's.
I used to tell guys in huddles, it's our ball. I'd rather you not throw it away.
Don't turn it over.
Just hold it. I want to give him that credit, even if he didn't do it that way.
Well, since they're ahead, I'll stick with you. There again. And that wasn't their ball there, and he brought it to his body. What are we going to say there? Paul Williams.
Ginyard picks up the
He's a sophomore.
He'll learn.
47.1 seconds left in this one, and it's a 1-1 situation.
Hey, by the way, Ron, Brian Gregory was mentioned for the Iowa job, and they hired a terrific coach in Fran McCaffrey. One of the things he mentioned was they wanted me to interview before my season ended. And all I know is the University of Dayton has a heck of a basketball coach.
Oh, they do, and they know it.
Third straight 20-win season. They average 12,000 fans a game. Ron, you know about UD Arena?
Yeah.
It's a terrific basketball program, and he's got a great recruiting class coming in.
I've got a rule for you.
Yeah.
I don't think schools should be permitted to talk to any coach whose team is still active, football or basketball or any sport.
I like it.
Because it's all about the kids, and they're deprived of having a guy get an opportunity to coach them until the conclusion. And it's supposed to be about the student athlete.
Inside a 40, three-pointer, in and out, won't go. Taken down by Marcus Johnson of Dayton.
And Graves with the giveaway.
You see who the head coach is pointing back at, saying, way to go, London Warren. Now this Dayton crowd beginning to come up, and they realize with a 9-point lead and 30.8 seconds left and a couple of chances at the free throw line, they are just a couple of heartbeats away from winning this NIT championship.
One of his pals behind the bench there, Lawrence Frank, I noticed. I think they were together with Kevin O'Neill at one time.
That's right. Billy Schmidt also, the assistant coach, is a Lawrence Frank guy, going back to the Tennessee days with Kevin O'Neill.
Now, the disappointment of 3 weeks ago is erased. It's eradicated.
That's what Ron always says every year, right? You get through that first win of the NIT, you start thinking about New York.
Teams win the first game, and all of a sudden they say, hey, this might be worth it. We can have a lot of fun here and win some hardware. Graves, who has been spectacular. Another three-pointer on the way, won't go, and that'll just about do it. Fouled in the backcourt, and it's going to be Chris Johnson going to the free throw line. 16.2 seconds left.
What's that restaurant in Dayton? To the Pine Room or something? That'll be jumping tonight. Great steakhouse presidents have visited. Look at this euphoria, and once again, when you do lose, sets in. Very tough to deal with.
You know, the other thing that has to be extremely rewarding for Brian, when you play as many kids as he does, everybody totally feels a part of this championship, don't they?
It's a great system, really. If you can make it work, you have a lot of even talented players, which they do. And no question, talk about team chemistry and morale all season.
When they buy in, you've got it going. You don't look at minutes, you look at we. What can we do?
Yep. And how good are the practices?
Oh, right? Absolutely. Maybe I'll get a couple more minutes if I outdo my teammate.
If I rip the other guy's neck off, I might play 2 more minutes.
Chris Johnson just came out of the game to a standing ovation, as did Paul Williams. Coming out is Thompson for North Carolina.
He and Ginyard, Ron, they've had a great career in North Carolina.
Really have. Yep, they really have.
And I love to see the staff, too, on the other end. They know guys have worked hard. Things didn't work quite their way. Steve Robinson, Joe Holiday, Jared Harris, C.B. McGrath.
Lost out of bounds. It'll be Dayton basketball with 9.9 seconds on the clock.
North Carolina has a terrific recruiting class coming in with Harrison Barnes, Reggie Bullock, and Kendall Marshall, and some good young talent to go along with them.
Of course, some of these guys, I see Mark Campbell out there, met his dad over the years at a Raleigh. Kids getting a chance to show something. There was Gallagher, another guy. They work hard doing the scout team, doing the drills. You know that. Very important aspect for the morale of a team.
London Warren just going to stay in the backcourt. Thornton comes over to apply a little bit of pressure, and the ball goes in the air, and it's the Dayton Flyers winning the championship of the NIT 79-68 over the North Carolina Tar Heels. So the final score, Dayton 79 and North Carolina 68. Dayton with 4 players in double figures tonight. For more on this game, turn to the ESPN News for a post-game extra. Coming up next, the State Farm College Slam Dunk and Three-Point Championship. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. And now for Brad Frischella, Bill Raftery, and our entire talented ESPN crew, I'm Ron Franklin saying so long.